Everybody, I am Carol with CarolJo's. What's up, Buttercup? Would you just open the door? What's up? Okay. I don't know what she wanted. All right, sorry about that, everybody. I am waiting for both TikTok and YouTube to let everybody know that I am live. And then once I get some people in here, we will be going in and discussing what we do here. And I don't know why. I got like something there. All right. And I am also going to be bringing up my backup account so that I can see comments. There we go. Hi, Geraldine. Hey, Melissa. Welcome in. Thank you for the heart me, Melissa. I appreciate that. Good morning, Craft 167. All right. So I am Carol, the owner and creator of everything you find at CarolJo's.com, which is an online jewelry and accessory business, but I don't usually talk about the jewelries that I make when I'm on my lives here. We usually talk about other things. I go live twice a week with tutorials, twice a week with chats, and somewhere between 5 to 7 times a week with sales. Hi, Diane. It is a bright one. It is. And my husband likes it because I can actually wear yellow. I look more pale for some reason in my face over here on TikTok. My face is not that pale. I don't know why it is pale. If you go to YouTube, you see my actual color. I'm like, holy wow, I look ghostly white. Hi, Diane. So it really does look good on me. But TikTok's colors not looking good on me today. But we're just going to go with it. So anyways, today we have a tutorial. I'm calling this one the Draper necklace. And the reason why I'm calling it that is because it is the second necklace, the middle necklace that we have when you layer. Thank you. Appreciate it. I just look really paley for some reason in my face. All right. And so I'm going to show you here with this one. Let me get this all set up. He got stuck. There we go. If my neck was a little bit longer, it would help here. But do you see how this necklace falls in between this one and just lays there and drapes nicely? Hi, sweetheart strings. That's why we're calling it the Draper necklace. You want something that just will pull the weight down so it stays in the center of that one. And it doesn't have to flow or move a whole lot. Just lay there nicely. These two necklaces actually don't 100% go together, but you could wear them together if you wanted. But that's what I will be doing the tutorial on, is how to create this style of a necklace. I'm just going to show you what we did to create it. The closure, we do have to get a closure on this one. We just have a lobster clasp with 6mm split rings. So that's what we've got for the closure. Any type of chain you want to use. I used a larger chain just because it was right there and I grabbed it. And then I used a pendant. And this one is a glass pendant that we had up for a bring back sale recently. And then 2 beads on each side. And then each bead is attached using an 8mm jump ring. You can use whatever size. I just like to have that larger size bead on this one, just so it will drop down a little bit more and not be up so close to the chain. But you can use whatever size jump ring you want. You can use whatever 3 items you want in here. So we're going to do a whole bunch of different styles so that it's not just like this, okay? So what I will need, depending on what you're using for supplies, we're going to need those jump rings, like I said. We've got, I haven't opened the bag. Yes, I turned off comments on YouTube today. Sorry, I forgot to say that to everybody on YouTube. You will not be able to comment today because of what has been happening with comments. And it's funny because my numbers go up and down, up and down. It's like if they can't comment, they just leave. And I get that. So we've got the split ring here. They're 6mm split rings, and I'm going to have those tonight. So we will have the split rings. I will not have the lobster clasp tonight in the sale, but you can use whatever type of lobster clasp you have on hand if you've got them. So I have a 12 by 6mm lobster clasp. So we've got that. And then you will need any type of chain that you want. The first necklace, I'm going to use that large chain again. And I won't have this exact chain, but something similar to it in both silver and gold tonight. I don't have a lot of it. I only have 24 packages of it, but we've got some of that tonight. And then when we go to do another one, I'm going to use my favorite one, this chain. We will also have that one tonight too. We'll also have the 8mm size jump rings tonight, just to let y'all know. All right. So in the package that I grabbed of those glass pendants, they are top drilled. If you see that hole there in the top, I have clear, brown, and blue. So let me ask you guys, which one do you want? 1, 2, or 3? Sorry, YouTube, you're not going to be able to give me what you would like. Okay, we got more for 3 than we did the other numbers. Where did my baggie go that they were in? Did I just toss that on accident? Nope. I sat it down somewhere and I don't even know where I sat it. Oh, there it is. Found it. I'm going to put the other 2 away. I'll do the 3, which was the blue. I'm going to do different things, so I'm not going to use always this style. Oh, so we'll do that one. And then I need a couple of beads to go with it. They don't have to be the same bead. You could do a different color on each side. The reason why you want to go with 3 is that odd numbers are pleasing to the eye. So that's why I wanted to do 3. It is, I'm going to explain why I'm calling it that. I'll show you here, River Horse. It's this necklace here. It's the middle one that we're going to drape down. That's why we're calling it the Draper. In between, next week, we're going to do the shorter one. We're doing this in 3 weeks. Last week, we did the tutorial for this one. This week for this one. Next week, we're going to do the shorter one, so that you'll have that long layered necklace look that is going to be the trend for fall and winter. So that's what it is. It just drapes down in there, just lays. It isn't overly done. It's just a very simple necklace, but you get to do whatever you want. You can make it with these style of pendants. I believe that this is where you have like the chicer look. If you went and did something else that I'm going to show you here in a little bit, it's going to change it into a boho. So no matter what style of clothing that you're going to be wearing, you can change out the beads to make this look go from one style, from chic to boho. That's it. Yep, it is posted out on YouTube. I cannot for the life of me at this moment remember what I named it. I honestly can't. And that one was really more along the lines of, and this is one of the things that's popular right now, is using different charms to create that. So we've got different charms for that. And so you can create it very chic. You can put like one pendant on it type thing. You can they'll be listed here, River Horse, and I will have some of them tonight for you guys. The pendants, these glass pendants, we had this recently on a bring back. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that. I don't remember now, Rose. I honestly can't remember if she did. Thank you, Diane, for the taters, the Bat Boy tater. I will have 3 different chains tonight. I will have my favorite chain, this one. I have 96 bags of that one, just to let you guys know. And then the other one that I'm using here, I have something similar to it in silver and gold tonight. I don't have a lot of this style. I only have 24 of each color. Thank you. Hey, we got that goal. Thank you, River Horse. So that's what we'll have tonight. We will also have the 8mm jump rings. We will have 6mm split rings, and then different style of beads and stuff that I'm going to be using here today, so that if you want to purchase them. And I have another one. I'm not telling you what it is. I've never sold this before, but we're going to use it on the boho style necklace. So I'm excited about it. All right. I need to pick out 8 p.m. Central. Yes. No, it isn't 8 p.m. tonight. Tonight's Friday. It's 7 p.m. We will have glass pearls also, sweetheart strings. I will have one color of 6, one color of 8, and one color of 10. So I got to pick out beads. I'm just going to grab those from my stuff back here. And I'm trying to decide what colors do I want. Of all things, I really liked that up against the brown. So let me look and see what I got for brown glass up here. So hold on. That's right here. And I don't want to use a very big one. Ooh, I wonder about this. I think I want to use this one. It's a very, very light beige. Whoops, you couldn't see that very well there on, there we go. And it's just a faceted rondelle. And since I'm using that style of a bead, I mean, I've got some bigger beads here in the brown that we could use too. Instead of using that glass, we could use like this style of a glass piece. Or we could use this acrylic. Hi, Mia. This would be more for the boho one. I might keep that one out for a boho, because I'm going to do a boho example. And then we have like this. So you can use any type of bead for that middle bead than what I am using, okay? All right, let me put this one back up here. All right, so we got our beads. Because we've got beads, we're going to need 2 head pins. So then what we'll need for tools are going to be 2 flat nose pliers, flush cutter, round nose pliers. I got to get one more tool, and our split ring pliers. So those are all the tools that we're going to need. You guys down so you can watch me make this one, okay? And just to let you know, well, nope, I can't do, we're not doing comments today on YouTube, so I don't have to tell YouTube that. I'll try to watch the comments on the backup account I have here for TikTok. All right. This one, we're going to use the larger chain. We're going to make this one 24 inches. The longer one that we had that went off of that neck, that one was 32. We're going to make this one here is 24. And then the other one will be anywhere from like 18 to 20 that we make next week. So we've got 18 and another 6 makes 24. We're going to open up the loop here because this is unwelded chain, so we can open up the links. Take it off of our spool. Take one of the 6mm split rings and put that on. And then close that up. We're going to use our split ring tool to open up the other split ring. And I just did a tutorial or a quick video, short video on Tuesday of how I open these up from a different angle to help you guys get those open. We're going to put that lobster clasp on there. Spin this around. I forgot to double check. Yes, this one's okay. He is good. So we're going to go to the other end. Open up this end of the necklace on that link and put that closure on. Hi, Rainbow. And that is how you make a quick chain necklace. Now we're going to find the center. Our center is right here. Okay, I got the center center link figured out. Is that one right there? Okay. We are going to use one of the 8mm jump rings. You're going to open it up just like you do any other jump ring, one towards you and one away from you. We're going to create a big gap here. The reason why we want a big gap is that you want to go through all of this. You need it open wide. And then you're going to put, and sometimes you do have to just wiggle this there and he gets on the jump ring. So we have that pendant bead on the jump ring now. You will take your pliers and close it up by going the opposite way that you opened it. And you will see that we don't have a gap where we had our opening at. You want it to be that way. And I shouldn't have closed it just yet because I was all excited to close it. We need to put it on our chain necklace on that center one. Hi, Teresa. And now close it. I had to open it up and get it on the chain quick. There we go. That is how easy it is to get that bead, that pendant bead on the chain. Ah, thank you. It's so simple. And you can just do it as that one only. I like to make it a little bit more pizzazzy. So you could just literally leave it just like that if you choose. I'm not going to. I am going to add it with some other beads. So I need 2 head pins. So we got 2 head pins here. We're going to put each one of those light color beige beads here on a head pin. We do have a video over on YouTube of how to do this. You're just going to get this right to the edge there, bend it 90 degrees away, reposition, bring that tail around, reposition your tool, and make our circle. We're going to close up that circle. We're not going to just put this on the chain. We're going to use a jump ring to put that on the chain. We did our barber pole wrap around. Going to do it on our other one. There we go. And wrap that around. This part right here, what I'm doing, literally there is a better tutorial on it out on YouTube that goes through this step by step. It's one of the basic things for making jewelry, to create a dangle. And it's really, it will be underneath the dangle earring tutorial is where this one will be. And it's about a year old. We are going to grab 2 of our 8mm jump rings. We're going to find where they open one up, and put it on the chain link right next to the blue bead. And we're going to grab the other one. There it is. Open that up. Put that on the link right next to the blue bead. And it doesn't have to be right next to it if you don't want it to be. It could be up a little ways, but I think it just adds a little bit of movement if you put it right next to it. So I'm going to bring you guys, gals up. Hi, Zuli. So then I can see comments, sorry. We're going to take this other one off and we're going to put this one on. And see how that just gives it a little bit more. So we've made, the example was in red with clear, and then we have the blue with the, I'm going to set these side by side on the neck so you can see what it's like. There we go. And they'll move around. I just think that's just a very lovely, simple, easy necklace. The time that it took for us to make it is really not much. And that's what helps keeps your costs down. Now, if you want to make this into something that's more than just these beads, what else you could do is you could take this bead and find some other glass beads in this one, and you can just dangle down other beads on the chain up and give it just a little bit more pizzazz. Right now, they are minimal is what each chain is for that trend for the fall and winter. So that's why I'm not doing that, but you sure could. I mean, it really truly is about simplicity. Simplicity is what the look is about. It isn't about like trying to make this really bold when you're doing your layered necklace look. So if you wanted to wear it by itself, you know, because like right here is about a 24-inch on me. You could do a little bit of dangles up here just to add to it on this style of necklace. That makes sense? Well, thanks everybody. It is easy. Once you guys get this, you will see how fast these come out. It just amazes me how like something so simple. All right. Now, we're going to change the chain up. We don't always have to use the same chain. And that's the one thing that you got to remember is that you can change up for all three necklaces. Yes. I'm going to show you with one of my necklaces. I didn't like coordinate anything. And next week we'll make the third one. But here we just have some charms down here. And see, you can layer it. So this is the middle one of the layer. You sure can use the one-step looper. Some people can't. I will tell you, Teresa, when we talk about that example that I was just doing to get those on there, on the head pin, some people can't do that one. And they use the one-step looper. And if that works for you, I would say go ahead and do it. The only thing I say with the one-step looper is that you want to make sure that you are, I just saw that I'm a little bit open on one of my jump rings, that you get your closure, your circle all the way closed, just so nothing falls off. It's not cheating. It's really just working with what you can do. Just like I say, I can't do a wire wrap pendant. Just think about if you do a wire wrap pendant right here, how cool that would be. I can't do it though, but someone else could. Thank you for the heart me rainbow. So that's literally what I want you guys to think about as you're working. This is just giving you inspiration and thoughts of how you can do it for yourself and make it your own. And that's why I want to show you some different ways of doing these, because I want you to think about grabbing beads in your own collection to be able to do it. All right. I know I can't type one-handed. I was trying to just change the goal there, and I was like, oh my Lord, I'm talking and changing goal at the same time. All right. So once again, what we're going to need for this second one is we're going to need 2 of the 6mm split rings. We're going to need our lobster claw clasp, and this one is a 12 by 6mm. And we're going to need some beads in the chain. We're going to use this chain this time, my favorite chain. We found this bead when we went to look for that other one, so we're going to do this. And then I said I was going to show you guys something that we're going to have tonight that I've not had before. And that is, we have little 9mm spiral cages. They're wire spiral cages. This is, allows you to put a bead in there. So we're going to find a bead that we're going to put inside of here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use like one of these with that cage and then one without or one with. I'm just going to play and see. So I've never sold these to you guys before, and I grabbed them to see what you guys think of these. So I got the 9mm right now. They come in lots of different sizes. You just need to let me know if it's something you want to use. But I thought it would be a great accent for this necklace. And I'm thinking cream color. I don't know, like, you see how the sides are like a creamier color? So that's why I'm thinking cream. So let me go see what I can find in those. We're going to make a few necklaces because this one doesn't take very long to make. I didn't grab beads beforehand because I just grabbed that one. So I would have never had them. And I'm wondering if it's in here. Nope, it's not in there. Oh, here. It's sitting on the shelf. The bead I'm looking for is sitting on the shelf here. I'm looking for like an off-white creamy, and that's what I'm looking for. And it was sitting on the shelf. So how you use these? I saw them, yeah. I was standing up for some part of it too, though. But yes, you did send gifts, so thank you, Rainbow. You just open up and put it in between the wires, and then that bead goes in there. And then this one has the hole right there, so you're not going to need a head pin for this one. Yeah, thank you. And then this one, I'm trying to decide. I'm going to point it down. Going back down, everybody. All right. So we have our brown bead. We have that one in the cage. And do we want... I'm trying to decide. What do you guys think? We need a new one. Okay, I'll put one out there. Thank you for saying something, because I'm horrible about updating that. As soon as I get done doing this, you guys let me know, because I can't see comments while I'm doing this. We're going to do the awesome one. There we go. Should we do both of them in a cage or one without? So can you guys see that? Which way do you think we should go? Cage yes or cage no? So yes means we'll put this one in a cage. Cage, cage. Okay, we have a lot more cages, so we're going to put it in the cage. And I'll show you here how you do it. Kind of just open up the wire in between the wires. And then the bead will just pop in there. That's all it is. Let me see. I don't think it is. We'll leave it like that for now. I do need a head pin for this one. And also, this bead has a larger hole, so my head pin will go through it. So I need to have 2 small silver beads at the top and the bottom so that we don't have it go through the head pin. I'm going to grab those. Now let's see if this head pin's going to be long enough. I might have to go get a longer head pin. Yep, I'm going to have to go grab a longer head pin. So hold on. Let me grab that. Here we go. There, we got a longer head pin. There it is. Hi, Ashley. So there's that, and we are going to create our loop on that, our circle. I need to get he's in the way. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to get our chain now, and then we're going to put everything on our chain. We need 24 inches of the chain. Before I do that, I'm going to put my split ring on here. There we go. Now we're going to do 24 inches. There's 18 and 6. Half of the closure on one side. There we go. It was Brian that picked it out. Hi, Lolly. We are making what I call the Draper necklace because it drapes between 2 necklaces in the layered look. This is week 2 of doing this one. Next week, we will do the 3rd of the layered necklaces. All right. There we got our necklace. Now we just need our 3. And once again, I am just using the 8mm size jump rings to give it a little bit more down, that, you know, so it's not right up against the chain. You can use whatever size jump ring you would like. You're going to go ahead and find the middle of the necklace, put the jump ring on and the bead, and then close it up. There we go. Got that. Now we're going to do on each side one of those caged beads that we just did. Holy buckets. There we are. Oh, I don't have it closed, so I need to work on getting this one closed better. Nope, he is not closed. See how I have a gap here? I'm trying to get my gap closed up. It's getting there. And all I'm doing is wiggling it back and forth to get that to close up. Still got a little bit of a gap. There we go. Maybe. My LASIK makes this one hard. I am using 8mm jump rings, Paige. So that's one of them. Okay, thanks. I'm just going back and looking at some comments here. Thank you guys about your comment about my yellow. Except for my face, for some reason, looks pale today. Only on TikTok. It looks fine on YouTube. So we got that other caged one in there. Hey, that one went better. Whew. All right. Okay. You have a good day at work, Ray. We'll maybe see you tonight. So that is what that one. I like that those cages on both of them. The cages are not that big. They're just a 9mm small cage. I'm going to put it on the mannequin here. Just a second. All right. It's not really a mannequin. It's the neck. So it looks like that. Ooh, yeah. I like that idea, Paige. Okay. I like that idea. I really do, Paige, to make little earrings like that. Ooh. So we have that one. Now, you want me to make it up closer? I sure will. Here you go. And then I'm thinking, like with what Paige said, make these into earrings, but then have like, you could do like one here and one here too. Let's add to it. I want to add to this one. We're just going to be on the fly here. Let me grab, where did my bag of cages go? There they are. Anybody else have that issue where you sat something down on your beading table? Okay, put those in there. Go in there, dude. There we go. We got him in there. Holy buckets. I'm glad I'm not the other way. I don't know that I want a different color. We'll see, because we can change our mind. I don't know why I'm having a hard time on the second one here. They went on so easily earlier for me. There we go. Holy buckets. So there's our second one. Grab the jump rings. And open it up. And this is not an eyeball moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do 10 links and then put it on. And what I mean by it's not an eyeball moment means I can't eyeball it from side to side. I have to count the links between where I'm putting that on at. Okay, and so I got to do 10 on the other side. And what I'm doing is I'm just counting from here up 10 spots, and then I'm just putting it on there. I'm going to bring you guys down a little bit so you can kind of see. I'm keeping it on the mannequin or the neck here to do this. So I'm going to count up 10 and then put that on. All right. Let's see, which one is it in? It is in that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm putting it on the outside chain and then closing this up. And see how that just added a little bit to it? I think that's cool. Sorry, I'm just admiring it. And when I look at this, remember we talked about doing things in odd numbers? Right now, to me, in my mind, we have odd numbers here, but here is even. So I'm going to go up 10 more, and I'm going to do another set on both sides. So we're going to go grab some more of these. Oh, no. Oh, that stinks, Vicky. I hope you're doing all right. There we go. Don't roll away, dude. Come back. There we go. Get 2 more of the open this one up. And if you didn't want the bigger jump rings as you go up, you could change it out to a different size if you wanted to. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put that on, and then we'll close that one up. Whoop, I lost control of that one. There we go. All right. Ooh, I'm liking it. Look at the difference that made. I'm going to do a, so you can see. Look at it. Isn't that so much better? Hallelujah. I like it. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One in there. Close this one up. There we go. Very simple. And like you can see these jump rings here, and if that's not the look that you like, you can change it out to be smaller. It's whatever. What would I price this at? Oh, let's see. I'm going to do quick math here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then 5, 10, 15, $1, $1. I would say probably, I don't know. I'm just guessing at quick math with everything in there. Maybe $7, $8. I don't know. That's just a quick math. What would everybody else think in your area? What would something like this sell for? So we have that one. I want to do at least one more. And there's a reason why I want to do one more. I want to do one where we have 2 different beads on there. And then I need something in the center here. Okay, 10 to 12. I'm gonna have beads to put away after we get off here. Nope, I do not want those. I want to find a larger purple glass bead. Like a bohemian look. That's what I want to go for with purple. I have a thought in mind. I just didn't grab beads beforehand. couple here. Let's see. Ooh, I like that. Okay. We are now going to use 3 different beads this time. You guys can't see them because I have them up too high. We have this one. And then we have these 2 to go with it. All right. Wow. It's amazing how, I mean, and it really is about different costs in different areas of where you live. Let me see if this will go on. He needs daisy spacers. There they are. I'm going to put a couple daisy spacers on this one. Just want something really small, just a little bit. So we have that. That's how we're going to make this one. I don't even know where I got it. I don't have it. Whoops, it's this one. Oh, I can tell you. I bought those at Michael's a long time ago. I have it on there. I'll tell you guys where I got beads if I know it. Not all of them I have that in there before I started using these containers. Ah. So there's the center one. There we go. And then I need to straighten this head pin out a little bit. We have a flower, clear AB, I said 6 to 8 is what I was saying, Ashley. So we have that. And then we have, I want to put the daisies on that square cube. All right, there's our third one. So all 3 of these are beads that I'm using. So we will need to use 3 of the jump rings too. So I'm going to get those out. I need 2 of the, I know they're on my table, but where did they go? Oh, they're behind the beads here of the split rings. Okay. I was just like, oh. And then 1 of the lobster clasps. And remember I said you should always check him out. He is a bad apple. So he's going away. We're going to grab a different one. There we go. We're going to put that on the split ring. All right. I'm trying to decide what chain I should use. Because remember, you can change up your chain and do your layers in different chains. Different color of chain. And I have one that is a hematite one here. I call it hematite. We all know it's not hematite, it's gunmetal. I'm going to use silver on this one. So we're going to use this one this time. There, and 6. Open this up. Find where the opening in the link is. There it is. If it doesn't have an opening, then you can either use a jump ring or put your split ring on with the split ring pliers. I always do split rings on my necklaces for the closure, just because I think it gives it a little bit of extra. I don't do PR. And then we'll put that on there. Doesn't mean I've not been asked to do it. It just, I've never done it. There we go. We got on. Ooh. Yep, so not all chains are going to be able to be opened. If they're welded or soldered, you're not going to be able to open it. I am mixing metals, everybody. If you know me, I don't do this very well, so we're trying it. All right, we're going to find our middle part of our chain, which is right here. We're going to add that bead on there with the jump ring, and then close up that jump ring. There we go. And then, oh, I got 4. I only need 3. Open up the second one. I'm going to put the square on this side. Whoops, he fell off the jump ring. Come back here, Mr. Square. Right next to that one. Maybe I'm going to go 2 up. You don't have to be right next to it if you don't. I'm going to go 2 up, and we'll show you the difference. There'll be a little bit of a gap. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Oh, I'm just like, whoop. You guys are going to laugh. I was like 5 minutes late getting the live started because Ryan was like, let's go to lunch. And I'm like, okay, but I have to be back. And he's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, we weren't. So we're just like, today. All right, skip that one, and we're going to do that one. I'm just putting one link in between each of the beads. I'm going to take this off. I don't mix metals. I really don't. But I like it. Oh, I'm going to put you guys up so you can see it better head on, okay? Let me put you both up. There we go. There we go. And you can't even really see that we're mixing metals, really. And I'm going to show you over here on YouTube. And then I'm going to bring it up close without the neck just so you guys can see it. So it'll focus better. So it'll be like that. And I like having it with 3 different beads too. To me, this is more of the bohemian style of that. And so it's so simple and easy, everybody. We just did that in less than 10 minutes. If we grab our other long one, I'm trying to find the original long one. It is right here. This one is more to me a bohemian style necklace there. So what this one has here, and I'll show you here on YouTube just a second. We have a pink, or no, it's a crystal in the center for there, and then different charms. Then we have these 3 different beads here, and they're more natural looking. And then we can add a third one with a different metal, same metals, or we'll figure it out. This chain I don't have tonight. I just grabbed some that I have. but I am ordering some of the gunmetal. I will have it. So that is the two. We're going to work on next week, our third one, to give us the layered look of everything. But do you see how cohesive this is? It's not matchy, but it is cohesive. And that's what the look is all about. It's about taking different style, or not different styles, different elements and putting them together in a layered look. You don't have to have it be matchy. You don't have to be like all the same colors, because if you notice, they're not the same colors. You don't have to have the same metals. And that's one thing I want you guys to think about when you are grabbing your items to make, and then seeing how you can set it up at your tables if you're doing in person, and seeing how you can get them to be together to show how 3 different necklaces can go together so that you can sell 3 necklaces. It's an upsell thing. If you guys watch Creative City Design, Sarah, she always is saying upsell is part of your business. You need to upsell. So that's what I want you guys to think about, is how you can do that. Because you can sell them 3 necklaces. They can wear them each individually or all together. You got 4 different looks. You can also just wear 2 necklaces together too. So that's what I want you guys to think about as you're heading into designing and creating for the fall and winter. Is like, how can I create things that will be cohesive and that makes you can upsell and have more of it? Yes, exactly. I know she is a very sweet person, and she gives you a lot of tips in there. So thank you for the follow, Kelly. So that is what we got for today for this. Now, I will tell you, I mean, we talked about earlier, because we wouldn't be doing my job if I wasn't telling you, what we have for sale tonight. We will have the 8-inch jump rings. We will have 6-inch split rings. We have 3 different chains. We have my favorite chain, which is this one. We'll have this one tonight. And then we will have similar to this one, but not this one exact, in silver and gold. And that one that I have tonight, I can also get it in gunmetal. And I've got it already to order more of it, because when you guys see this, I think you're going to want that. The chains are, each one is a different price. They are $1 a meter to $1.65, I think it was, a meter. So, and I sell them in 1 meter lengths. So you can get, depending on what sizes of necklaces, you might get 1 or 2 necklaces out of each one. I will have those cages, the 9mm cages tonight. I will have the square beads that we have on this one. I have this bead in 2 different colors tonight. And I will have the flower one tonight. Meter is 39.4 inches. It's just a little bit over a yard. So it is 39.4 inches. The bigger chain tonight will be aluminum. So it is, because it's an aluminum base, it is not heavier. No, that square bead is half clear and half of a color. That one is the violet one, and I will have a purple one. Hi, Millie. I will have a lot of different colors in the next few weeks of that cube squared bead. Yeah, that's okay. We can talk. We'll help you out getting with that. That's what we're all here for. And that price was $1 to $1.65 a meter, depending on which one. I can't remember. The one that's my favorite is $1. I can't remember what the silver large one is, but the gold large one, I believe, was $1.65. I was going to say 165 pennies. I don't know. It's a Friday, everybody. And then we will have also tonight, I'm trying to think what else we have. We will have a 6mm, 8mm, and 10mm pearl glass beads. I don't know. These do not have that AB look to them or finish to it. And so they don't change colors when you look at it at different angles. It's just one will be like a clear side and one will be a color side, but it doesn't have that AB finish to give you like the changing of like the rainbow colors in there. Those don't. There are some beads that we have tonight that do have the AB. One is blue. No, the blue doesn't have AB, but a white one does. Okay. That's what we're all here to help each other out. So I do have, oh, some of you don't know what the barrel beads are. I've had in the past the faceted barrel beads in 8 and 10 millimeters. I have two colors that I just got in of the 10 millimeter, and one of them is clear AB. The other one is cyan, I believe. Don't quote me on what the second one is. Oh, that's okay, Gladys. We'll be here tonight at 7 p.m. It's Friday, so I go on earlier. I'm still working on getting everything finished with our with the items. So I have not invoiced from last night yet, but we'll see if I can get that done. Thank you. I'm so glad you came in, Zuli. We love you and miss you. So it's great that we got to see you. All right, everybody, I'm going to hop off because I'm going to finish getting everything ready for tonight. We'll be back at 7 p.m., so in 5 hours, and we will be doing a bead sale. Right now, we will have somewhere between 30 and 40 items, I believe, or 35 and 40 items, I believe. Woohoo! I have not, but I haven't gone. I'm going to the post office. We'll see if it's there. All right, everybody. We all have a good afternoon. We'll see you at 7. Bye.